catch a bald eagle there in the distance, flying away from me. It's a pretty common sight down here. It's amazing. Eagles are just everywhere, and this place is just incredible. I mean, we're having a beautiful morning here. I'm just kind of hanging out by the river with the dogs and trying to soak it all in before we start our hunt today. That is a big part of this trip, is just the being here and seeing it. So anyways, we're going to do a little bit of exploring today, try out some new areas, and that's part of the fun of this, is just discovering and exploring and seeing what we find. So we're going to try some new areas today and see what happens. Well, the river makes for a great campsite, but that of course means that all the birds are uphill. But that's okay. That's part of the challenge of this kind of hunt, and of course it was a beautiful hike. Okay, I've got Cece and Tubbs out here, and I get an alert that Tubbs is on point, kind of off to my left, just over this ridge right here. And Cece can't see him, so I just give her a whoa here and have her stay here while I go into flush. So after I get up here, I can tell that the birds have run on him, and he actually relocates and goes back behind me the way I came and locks down again. So it seemed like the birds had actually run back in the direction that I came, and as I watched this footage, I realized that Cece's back had turned into a point.
Dead bird, Cece! Dead bird, Cece! Good girl here. Good girl. Good girl. All right, Luce. Good girl. Oh man, that was good work, Tubby. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so excited there were birds up here.
Okay, here I've got Tubbs on point and Cece is backing.
Cece, dead bird. Come on, girl. Oh, that was Chukar. When they got up, I thought they were Huns. Good girl, Cece. Good girl. Hi, Luce. Good girl. All right.
Now I've got Cece on point, and as I'm walking in here, I can tell by her body language that the birds are quite a ways off.
Dead bird. All right, it's going to take her a while because I think it sailed all the way down. She's got it. Good girl, Cece. Good girl. Good girl, baby. Good girl. Good girl. All right, Luce. Yeah, that was a tough retrieve down there. Good girl.
So we just kind of had an interesting thing happen. Dogs found a covey up here, shot a bird, and they were what I thought was Huns. But when they brought a bird back, it was a Chukar. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird. And then we come around a ways, find the same covey again. They get up. The birds in front, I know were Huns. But again, I shoot a bird, one of the ones in the back, and they bring me back a chukar. So we've got both species of birds mixing in one covey here. So I've never really seen that before. I don't know if that's a common thing, or maybe somebody can let us know.
Happy birthday, somebody.
Now I've got Tubbs on point, and he's locked down hard.
Cece, whoa. Cece, whoa. Whoa.
This is another one of those steeper than it looks situations, so I've got to take it nice and slow.
Wow. Good boy, Tubbs. Good boy. Wow. Good boy, Tubby. Holy cow, that was the tightest holding hunt I've ever seen in my life. Good boy, Tubby. He's not going anywhere. Oh, it shot to hell. Damn it. That was close for a modified choke. Tubby, here. Oh no, it is shot to hell. All right, loose buddy. That was a little close for a modified choke. Dang it. I think the breast might be all right though. Oh my God, look at that, dude. The heart is still beating. That's pretty damn freaky. Well, I have to say, I've shot a fair amount of birds in my life, but I've never seen that. Sorry, buddy. Hope you're not feeling that.
All right, so now I've got CC on the back and Tubbs on point.
Whoa. Whoa.
As I climb up here, it seems like the birds are running uphill on us.
Right, there we go. There's a friggin' hawk or something's gonna get him. Check that out. This hawk is gonna get him when they flush. They're right up this hill somewhere.
So Tubbs is locked down again here, and this hawk is circling right above the covey. And I think it actually kept the covey from wanting to flush.
No way. No bird, no bird. I fell down when I was trying to shoulder my gun.
So now more birds start coming up, and I'm kind of on my knees here leaning into this hill, and I don't hit any of them. And I just really struggled on these grassy slopes keeping my footing.
Okay.
So that was probably the biggest covey I saw the whole trip, and I got 0 birds out of it. But hey, that's chukar hunting.
Oh, shoot. Oh, that was cool though.
All right, it was another great day. I took off this morning knowing it was going to be beautiful, but I didn't know if I had picked a really birdie spot or not. But it ended up having quite a few birds in it. We had to do some climbing, that's for sure. I think we did. We had to go up 1,400 feet or so to really get into the birds. But once we did, there were some birds there, and It's just another one of those great days you can only have in a place like this.
Well, you tired puppies? Huh? You ready for dinner, aren't you? No twig. Here you go, you two. Well, it's another awesome day.
So this is the next morning, and it doesn't take too long before I get an alert that Tubbs and Moxie are on point.
Dead bird. Come here, boy. All right, loose. Good boy.
So Moxie's getting birdie here, but then I get a point alert from Tubbs, who's just a little further down the hill.
Good boy, Tubby. Here. Good boy. Loose. Good boy.
So here Moxie's on point, and she's a good distance away, but more importantly, she's several hundred feet above me, so it takes quite a while for me to climb up to her.
Dead bird. Dead bird, Moxie. Dead bird. She held that forever. I had to climb a couple hundred feet to get up here to her. And that was the only thing that she hadn't done perfectly yet, was hold for a long time. And that time she did. Oh, good. Moxie, dead bird, dead bird. Dead bird, boy, good boy. Good boy, here. Good boy. Good boy, Tubby. Right, loose. Good boy. Yeah, I thought that one was maybe just winged. Oh.
This place is like the Mylar balloon Bermuda Triangle or something. It's weird.
Now that's what I call steep. No way, I thought that one was dead for sure.
Nope. I've got Tubbs on again here. You can just barely make out his tail and his rear end up there. Okay, as usual, this is steep and the footing isn't great, so I'm looking for anything I can use to get these birds in the air without having to climb up there.
Dead bird, Tubbs, dead bird. Oh God, that was almost shooting from the hip. That's a good boy. That's a good boy, Tubby. Woo. Yeah, that was some cowboy shooting there. Oh my gosh. Good boy, Tubby.
I really enjoy watching these two work together.
Easy. Wow, it wouldn't die. It's hit, but it wouldn't go down. Good dogs. All right, probably better go look for that one. It's hopefully the same elevation, just on around the hill here. Boy, that one went way farther than I ever would have imagined. Good boy, Tubbs. Good boy. Good boy, buddy. Whew, that was a wily one. That was a tough bird.
Now Moxie's got some more lockdown.
Oh, surely that thing's hit.
It was hit, but it was probably a good 400 or 500 yards away when we find it.
Good boy, Tubby.
That was a good day, wasn't it, Tubby? Yeah, it was a good day. Yeah, it was. It was a good day. Did a good job, boy.
Well, it's another awesome day in paradise. We had a great hunt, saw lots of birds, the dogs did a great job, and we saw some spectacular scenery. And, you know, this is public land. It's an incredible thing that we have all this land that we can explore and recreate on. I mean, we should all feel very, very lucky to have this unbelievable resource. I just I just can't seem to wipe the smile off my face. Okay, so the next morning I get Tubbs and Cece out, and once again it doesn't take too long before we get into birds. This is another one of those spots where it's pretty steep and I really have to kind of go slow, watch my footing so I can stay in some kind of position to make a shot.
Dead bird. God, I was trying to be so careful on my footing. I still friggin' fell down on the second shot. Dead bird, Tubby, dead bird. Good boy. That's a good boy. Whew. Good boy, Tubby.
So now I've got both dogs on point, but on different birds, and I get to Tubbs first here.
Oh, it's wing locked. Look at those feathers. And it still locked a wing and went down. Dead bird, Tubby, dead bird. She's on point too. She's still on point. All right, we got a dead bird right down there.
Cece isn't very far away, so I decided to make my way over to her before we go after that downed bird.
Dead bird, CC.
All right, well, we had two birds that we shot there pretty close together, about 80 yards apart. And both of them were hit pretty hard, but they sailed down the hill. I've had the dogs on them now for a good 10-15 minutes on each one. One we found and one we couldn't. So that's just kind of part of it sometimes. It's just in this terrain, you know, if they lock wings on you, they can sail farther than you think, or, you know, they're just tough birds. So unfortunately, sometimes we don't get them. We start getting into some pretty nasty terrain here, and it starts becoming pretty difficult to get feasible shots or safe shots. So we have to let a few fly away. So now I've gotten a point alert from Cece's collar, and it takes me a little while to find her because she's kind of hidden. It's hard to see her, but she is peeking around the corner of this rock.
Dead bird. Cool. She was peekabooing around that rock right there. Did you get it, baby? Good girl. All right. All this time, Tubby's been on point too. He's way the hell down there. Yeah, good girl. Had a girl. All right. Good girl. Oh man. Whew. That was good girl. I mean, she was there forever. She was on point before I shot at birds that Tubbs had pointed. And then it took me a while just to get up here. So, I mean, she's probably on point for 15 minutes. And now Tubbs has been on point since I started over towards her. There's a big covey in here. And we busted it up, and now they're just kind of everywhere, I think.
And now I've made my way over towards Tubbs, and even though he's in some pretty nasty stuff, I get lucky and he's in a spot where I can get to him.
Good boy, Tubby.
This one was holding tight.
Come here, bud. Good boy. Let loose. Wow. No way. Feathers coming off. No bird, no bird.
It's pretty amazing how tough these birds can be, because I knocked feathers off twice on these birds and they just keep on going.
Good dogs. No bird. Good boy, Tubbs. Good boy, buddy. Here. That was cool. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. All right, loose. Good boy. Good boy, Tubby. Good boy, Tubby. Good boy, C or good girl, CC. They each got one. That's awesome. Good dogs. Good boy. Good boy, Tubby. Good boy. Good boy, buddy. Good girl, honey. Good girl. Good girl. Let loose. Good girl. Oh, this one's still alive. It's just winged. Whew, that was freaking cool.
So I take a break here to refill my water, and I figured I've got quite a few birds, so I better check to see how many. And I'm glad I did, because I had 8. And actually this was my first ever 8 bird limit, so I was stoked. Well, that was a sweet way to wrap up an incredible trip. I'd have to say I think I've become addicted to chukar hunting, and I'm completely enamored with these birds and the places they live and the challenge that they present to hunters and dogs alike. It just feels like every one you get is a trophy, and that's pretty cool.
Okay, all right, there's... Oh my goodness.
If you're interested in getting more of this kind of content, you might want to check out my Patreon page. You can go to patreon.com and search for Eric Forrester, or you can click on the link in the description and get access to all that extra content.